Hello, I'm Adam Scheuer, and I have ulcerative colitis. I was diagnosed just over 3.5 years ago in 2008, and I started the iHaveUC.com website in December of 2009. I know I may not look like I have some crazy disease, some gastroenterology related something crazy, but yeah, I do. I have ulcerative colitis. It's not that big of a deal. But the whole point of this video is I want to let you know that when you get diagnosed with something like this, or if you have a friend or a family member, cousin, sister, brother, whatever the case may be, who has UC, it's not the end of the world. A lot of people, and especially when they visit iHaveUC.com for the first time, are in a horrible situation. People may be bleeding, people may be in the middle of horrible cramping sessions, people may be tearing butt, just, breaking wind all day long, or doing all this stuff together. I get it. I know exactly what it feels like. I know what it smells like too. So, that's alright. That's how ulcerative colitis is for thousands and thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, probably even millions of people on the planet. It's not like that forever though. You can get control of the disease, and most importantly, you can live a happy and productive life. So let me tell you what happened with me. I was dealing with symptoms, and yes, I do have a family history of GI problems, but I was dealing with symptoms for several years before I got diagnosed. But I didn't tell anybody. No, who wants to go talking about going to the bathroom and seeing blood in the toilet, or not taking a hard poop for 5 months in a row? No one talks about that stuff, but we should. So as my symptoms gradually got worse and worse and worse, things started really, really getting bad, and that was right after I got married. I had to tell my wife, hey, I've got some news for you. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding out of my butthole. A lot. And that's why I'm so exhausted, fatigued, tired. I couldn't move. I was anemic. It's common with people with colitis. I was really anemic and cramping and running to the bathroom. So I had a colonoscopy. I got diagnosed with severe pancolitis. The whole thing was inflamed. And then I got on some medications. I was excited after the diagnosis and getting my first bottle of steroids from the pharmacy. Maybe you know what that feeling is like. Thinking that you have this bottle of some medications that are just going to take care of everything. Life's going to get back to normal soon. Nope. Did not happen to me. I started steroids and Asacol. Nothing changed. Things got worse. Which happens a lot to people right after your colonoscopy. Bumped up the Asacol and the steroids. Nothing. Moved over to steroids with Colazol, then sulfasalazine, and then boom! Started getting Remicade infusions. It's a pretty powerful medication. And it works for a lot of people. It just didn't work for me. Things kept on getting worse. My symptoms were getting worse and worse. I was, at this point, on disability from work. Take disability if it's allowed, if it's offered. Highly recommend it. No need to push yourself through something when your body's not functioning. Then I started taking Humira. It's an injection, subcutaneous injection, suppressing the immune system. And that was a disaster for me. Disaster! My skin started peeling off of my hands. My palms especially got really bad. My feet, my legs, my scalp, my joints started getting really bad. Oh God, I can remember. It was hell. A lot of people have joint issues. Mine got really bad after Humira. So we stopped that. As time went on, my options were getting less and less. I remember always asking my doctors, geez, what is it that I can be doing to help myself? There's got to be something. Can I be thinking about diet? Oh man. The answer was no. Diet has nothing to do with your disease, Adam. That's what they kept on telling me. So then, I got down to the end of the line, almost coming up on my 1-year anniversary of my diagnosis, and we started talking about getting surgery. I started having the conversation with my GI doctors, and I was scared as hell. I didn't want that to happen. I wanted to keep my colon. I wanted to take a poop like I've been taking a poop when I was a kid. I want to be bombing logs down the river. Hell yeah. Oh man. It was a tough time. And I know a lot of people with UC, a lot of people that use this website are going through these same times. They're really stressful times. And it seems like one thing is not ever leading to another. It's just disaster sometimes. Anyway, I got real lucky. That's why I had my lucky shirt on. I got real lucky. Just before I was really getting ready to have the serious conversations and scheduling surgery, I met a girl. Another girl who has ulcerative colitis. The first person I'd ever met who had UC besides myself. There was a major difference though between what's going on with her and what's going on with me. I was sitting down, all curled up, when she came over, feeling like hell, strung out on prednisone steroids. And she walks in, totally healthy, medication-free, symptom-free, and had been like that for a long time. She was about 6-7 years younger than me. So I did what anybody with ulcerative colitis would do, and I said, what the hell are you doing? I want to do what you're doing. And she told me. She had changed her diet and got her gut bacteria under control to the point where the immune system was not constantly attacking itself. Had gotten off all medications and was living a normal life. It blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. So of course, yes, I started eliminating all kinds of foods. And really quickly after that, I started seeing some positive results. Within 2 months, I was completely off steroids and living great, happy as hell. I had a sigmoidoscopy 4 months after I met her. My doctor was shocked. Shocked. So, the diet is not the easiest thing you've ever done. It's not going to be the hardest thing though. For me, no more chocolate chip cookies, for example. No more picking up a pizza and chowing the whole thing on the couch, which I was really good at doing. No more going to McDonald's and getting the Big Macs. Come on, you like those, don't you? No. No more breads for me. Much of the dairy products removed. Certain types of things were upsetting my gut bacteria. But I was amazed. I was blown away by all the changes that were taking place in my body. I was blown away with my thinking, and I was blown away that I had control over my butthole again. I didn't have to be walking around out in public, constantly looking, okay, wait a minute, is there a bathroom here? Is there a bathroom there? No, I wasn't worrying about that stuff anymore. I could go the whole day. I could go however I wanted, just like old days with taking poops. And bombing logs too. So, after I started the iHaveUC website, I started talking about my experiences. I started realizing there's thousands and thousands of people from all over the world, all the different countries you can possibly imagine, that were using the website and dealing with the same problems that I used to deal with. People were writing me emails constantly asking, what is it you're doing, Adam? How are you medication free? How are you symptom free? How are you able to go out and do 10 pull-ups and then go walk around and then go running and all these different things like a normal person? How are you able to have a full-time job? How are you able to be driving around your car all weekend long and not worrying about taking craps? And I was writing back to people long emails about this, this, and this, and the emails kept on coming in and getting more and more and more as the site has gotten more popular. I don't have time to respond to everyone anymore individually, but I came up with a pretty good idea. Well, it wasn't my idea. Many people from the website requested that I write a book of everything that I've been through, how I dealt with it, what I'm doing now, exactly what it is that I eat, exactly what it is that I don't eat, let's say, and all the learning and fun that's come along with conquering and controlling my UC. So that's what I did. I want to present to all of you. It's available. You can download my book. It's actually 2 different books called Feeling Crappy to Feeling Happy. Pretty cool, right? I know you'll love it. Within the first 2 weeks, the book was downloaded and purchased in 8 countries all over the world. Blew my mind. Some far off places too. And of course, the places that I would have guessed. But it talks about everything. I really think that there's absolutely no reason why someone who has ulcerative colitis should be feeling completely alone and to the point where they feel like they have absolutely no control of their disease, because it's just not true. It's not even close. So many people feel like that for way too long. That's how I was for a full-on year after I was diagnosed. Before I was diagnosed, I felt like I didn't have much control for quite a long time as well. But I do. Bring it on. You see? Come on. Anyway. The choice is yours. You can live with this disease, and you can let it take over your life. You can be the person who has no feelings of control, or you can decide not to be the victim and run the life the way you want it to be. It's so possible. I wish you all the best. And to all the UCers of the world who are out there suffering and fighting it out with the toilet, fighting it out with the cramping. I think the cramping was my least favorite part of the disease. Oh my gosh. Feeling those cramps come on out of nowhere, they'll just drop you down to the ground. How can you explain the cramping to anybody else? You can't. It's impossible. Impossible. I'm so happy those days are done. And if you're suffering right now, I hope those days will be done for you real soon. I hope you enjoy the book. And we'll talk soon. Oh, wait, real quick. The book is only available right here on this website via download. Once you check out with the secure shopping cart, you're going to get an email with a link on how to download the book. Once you download the files, there's going to be the Cooking for Ulcerative Colitis book, and of course Feeling Crappy to Feeling Happy. Those files are yours. Any updates that I make to either of those books, you'll get included for free forever. As I add more recipes, as I add more information, and there's all types of stuff in the book. It's over 150 pages of fine print. On an iPad, for example, if you pull up the iBook file, it's about 300 pages long, so you get the idea. But yeah, we'll be in touch forever. Alright, talk to you soon.